What's up, guys? Echo here once again. Welcome back to this week's weekly forecast and trade analysis. So, as usual, we'll start by analyzing some pairs for the week. And just before we start, I would like to give a little recap on what just played out, how last week went, and how it played out for us, both on the free channel and also on the VIP session, or section rather. Right. So, but before we get right into today's business, I want you guys to smash the subscribe button and also like this video, and feel free to ask your questions in the comment sections after this video if you don't understand anything, or even in the chat box, right? Let's grow this community and make this community big. So let's jump right into it. So you guys know that, just a quick recap, right? You guys know that we're bullish at some point. Then I said I want to see price sell off, right? Which, as usual, price bought. Let's go to, this is gold. Sorry, my bad. Let me take that again. Okay, so today we'll be having a quick recap on gold. So this is gold, the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 30 minutes or the 1 hour, so we'll see things clearly. Okay, let's do the 30 minutes. So at this point, I said I was expecting to see price buy up. We bought, we sold, we missed this buy, we missed it. And that was when I said at this point, I said I want to see price come into this place, giving like a displacement around this level. Then when we got it, I was saying, okay, I want to buy. I want to sell rather, sorry. I want to sell. We missed this trade. I didn't force the trade. I guess we got a quick scalp somewhere around here. You guys can see we got a quick scalp. We got here and we closed. This was around, it gave us 1:6.6. Yeah, we missed this trade, got this one, bought it into this area. Mind you, we've been bearish from this point, right? The plan was to sell from here down to this point. Here you see this line like this. That was the target for me. But then we missed this buy. This would have been a 1:20.16, which is not bad. So we missed it. We got this one on the VIP and I guess on also the free channel. I can't remember. And ever since, we've been chilling, waiting for price to just do its thing, and boom, we sold down to this region. Around this area, I said I'm expecting to see price, right? Buy. Now, we missed this opportunity. I saw that, okay, price had already given us this, swept out liquidity around here. You can see how I marked it out after giving us a breakout structure, swept out liquidity around this point. That's the sell side liquidity, right? And now it beat us to this point, giving us another perfect breakout structure, right? Now we missed this trade, but then I told my VIP members, and I guess some of the, I guess I also told the free channel, people on my free channel, I guess I sent this trade out to them also. So we waited for price at this point. When price got to this point, we waited for price. We don't rush this trade. So we waited for price to come to this point. The risks on this particular trade, I guess it was a 15 pips SL we're risking. So at this point, I told everybody to chill for price to come back into this region. And even if we had missed it, still fine. So we got into this trade from here, risking, you see, it's almost 15 pips. I was correct. Almost 15 pips. This 14 point something pips. All right. We got into this trade. And at this point, right, I closed around this point here. I closed around this point because I guess I was about driving out. So I said my plan was to re-enter somewhere around there. So we got into this one. We got into this trade here, won this trade. Most of my members held this trade to this point, and I told them to close finally because I was not liking the way price was just going and how it was moving. So we won this trade. I got stopped out somewhere around, I guess for me, I got stopped out with this week here because I tried to re-enter again after I closed here. So I tried to re-enter and just catch the quick buy towards this area, and I got stopped out and price went up, then boom, that was just it. So I didn't trade for a couple of days, like almost a week, right? So what I now did was on the VIP, I said, okay, let my people get fed, because the target was to come towards this area or anywhere around this area. You guys can check the video on YouTube here or somewhere, like either on the channel, on the free channel, on the Telegram channel rather, or on YouTube, somewhere around you, or somewhere here on YouTube. I have the video where I said I was expecting to see price come to this region. Now, I still had this bias to see anywhere around here or here to jump into this trade before we see a reversal, because the target overall was to see price. I said I was short-term bullish, long-term bearish, but overall we're bullish. I remember I made this statement in one of my classes or my live session, because now the plan, the target for me overall is to come towards this region, anywhere around here or around this point before we start buying. So overall, I just zeroed my mind that once we get anywhere around here, we'll continue selling. But then I was expecting to see a stretch out because of my target was to see NFP, how NFP will play out. And immediately I saw it, I was just happy. So during NFP, I traded these points to here and we sold for a bit. Then I closed during NFP, I guess. Then I said I was like, during NFP, I closed down. I now made a video for everybody, both on the free channel and on my VIP. Now I didn't have the opportunity to take this trade, but I made sure that I sent out the trade for. So I made sure everybody on my both the free channel and the VIP channel, everybody gets fed in profits and not get fed up. All right. So I said I was expecting to see sell for NFP. This was my bias for NFP. I was waiting to see sell, 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 sell. Now we sold to this point. Now I was expecting price after NFP, like after the news, to at least come into this region, but then price didn't come into this region. So personally, I did not take any trade. So my boys and my members rather got fed with this profits. I don't know where most of them just kept showing me their accounts, how they flipped, and they were all saying thank you and all those things. And most of them were already happy that they already made back ×2, most of them ×3, the money they used in registering for mentorship and for the signal. So today, what are we going to be looking at? Now we'll be looking at what we have for the week. Now, overall, on GBPUSD, I said I was expecting to see consolidation before a massive sell, right? So, but let's look at DXY first. Then we kickstart this week's bias and analysis with DXY. So let's look at DXY. So, okay, this is DXY, right? I just use DXY most times to analyze and to see what the market is really saying on the other higher time frames, right? I'm sorry, on the other pairs, that's GBPUSD and EURUSD. So for me, DXY was bullish, because at this point I said I was expecting to see price get into this, mitigate in this imbalance here, fill the imbalance up, sell for a bit, which price got into this point, sold for a bit. Then I didn't look at DXY for a couple of weeks, I guess almost a month. So I didn't use this as my confluence, but this was just, as you can see, this was my analysis. I said I was expecting to see price after this whole thing, price to come into this region, then we buy from here and continue going to the upside, right? And although it didn't activate, mind you, I said I don't trade this guy, so I care less about it. So I was saying anywhere around this region, I expected price to come into this region from here. And when price got into this region, you guys can see how I missed this trade. But now I don't trade DXY. I don't even think I've traded it that well, but I just use it for my buyers. Now, on DXY, what can you see? Obviously, this is a clean bullish leg, starting from this point where price gave us a massive push up to the upside and got down to this point. Now started shrinking gradually to this point. Now you guys can see, if you draw your trend line for those trend line traders, you can see that price is obviously giving us a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, or rather equal low, because it's mitigating this and this, so on equal, then continuation to the upside, right? This is for DXY. I want to see a continuation. So most likely, this is the daily time frame on DXY. Most likely this week we might just see price play around this guy like this. So my C price just gradually play around, just shrink, come back down, like nothing is really happening. You get, then boom. So maybe we might see something like this, like a retracement, that's a correctional move, then an impulse, right? So for my mentees that will be watching this video, you guys should go and check the don't worry, just send me a DM. I would answer your question. But then you would see that we have the power of three. You guys, I always talk about the power of three, both on my Twitter, Instagram, and even on live sessions a lot of times. So we might mostly see a correctional move, then a continuation, right? Correctional move, then an impulse. I'm not here to really teach that much, but you guys will know that if you guys, for those of you that always pay attention and always watch my analysis, you guys will always hear me talk about the patterns in which the markets are actually likes moving. We have the correctional move, impulsive move, and the continuation. That's what I call the ICC, impulse, correctional, continuation. You get. So let's look at Euro USD. Now we've seen that on DXY we are bullish. Now Euro USD, I will always say it. Euro USD, GBPUSD, they move the same pattern, just that Euro most times move faster, and most times GBPUSD, that's pounds moves faster than Euro most times. But overall, the both of them are the inverse of DXY. So if DXY is saying higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then higher high, right? If DXY is saying giving us a bullish leg, that means GBPUSD and Euro will be giving us the inverse of it, which is higher high, higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on, right? So now we're going to look at DXY. We're going to look at which one should we look at first? Which one should we look at first? Let's look at Euro USD. Now, mind you, I said Euro USD is the inverse. Now let's look at the daily time frame. So we'll see. You remember I said the inverse. So you can see that this guy is already giving us, after this impulsive move to the downside, right? Give us this, right? This is gradually shrinking, equal. Don't want to see a continuation like this. So meaning we are bearish. Now you've known the direction of the market. This is what the market is obviously telling us, right? That we are bearish. So now what are we expecting to see this guy do? For this week, we might most likely see a short-term buy to give us a correctional move. Remember what I said in DXY when I was analyzing, I was talking about, I was still touching on DXY. So we might see this guy go into this region or fill up any of this imbalance, then continue selling on DXY. Sorry about that. I'm having a call, right? So let's just quickly wrap up this analysis. So on Euro USD, we might be seeing a little retracement to the upside, then a continuation to the downside. That's on Euro USD. So GBP USD, same thing, bearish. Same thing, bearish. After the accumulation, I said I was expecting to see accumulation on this pair. You guys can see that, okay, obviously this guy played out just the way we expected, right? We expected to see accumulation, like consolidation, which I talked about in one of my videos. You guys can go and check it here on YouTube or check the Telegram channel, you'll see it. I said I was expecting to see accumulation, then a sell-off, right, after sweeping out liquidity and all those guys. So let's just leave this for now. So same thing, I'll be expecting to see this guy. Okay, so same thing, I'll be expecting to see this guy retrace a little bit, then sell off. So overall, we're still bearish. I'm still holding my bearish bias on GBPUSD and EURUSD. Still holding my bearish bias and just short-term buy, continuation to the downside. Maybe to wrap it up a little bit, or let's touch on, let me see if we'll have another opportunity to trade AUD-USD, right? AUD-USD showing the same thing, similar, right? Just a little retracement, a little here, a little there, right? I guess I didn't take this trade, so I didn't take this trade, but this was my bias. I was using this to teach some of my students, and I guess I dropped this. But even at that, our analysis was not wrong, right? So I would have to leave this. I mean, so little retracement and continuation to the downside, sweeping out all this liquidity. We have liquidity resting here. We have liquidity resting also here, which was been taken. So a lot of liquidity here to sweep, to get swept out. So that's what we'll be looking out for. Currently, price is just around here. So retracement and continuation to the downside. BTC. I said I was bearish on BTC. I kept saying bearish on BTC. Let's see what BTC has for us. So, okay, this is BTC, right? So around this point, I said I missed this trade here. I didn't take this trade though, but after this point, I said sell off. I'm still holding my bearish bias. I don't know why he's still doing, but for now, this guy did not play out. Or overall, I was expecting to see price come down to this region or the 39 region, somewhere around there. Either somewhere around here, right? I was expecting to see price come back down at least to this point. But then price did not come down to that point, so have to chill for a bit. On BTC, what am I expecting to see this week? Or expecting? What's my bias on BTC? For now, I would say no serious trade. Just trade what the market is saying. If you see a bullish move, buy. If you see a bearish, just follow the trend. Basically, that's what I would say on BTC. I am not really interested in trading BTC for now, because if you guys check it very well, we're still consolidating. We've not broken through this thematic box, neither have we gone through this downside in the thematic box. So for now, I'm chilling, nothing much to do, just observing. But still on the currency pairs, we have EURUSD, GBPUSD, we are bearish. Short-term buys, long-term bearish. So that'll be that for that. I'll have to end this live session and end this video right here. For those of you that stayed till the end of this video, I want to say a very big thank you. And yeah, before I forget, please do well to follow me on Instagram at Prince_Echo2. Prince_Echo2 on Instagram, right? And on Twitter, we should be having Prince Echo 2, no space. Sorry. On Twitter, we should be having Prince Echo 2 Twitter. So we'll do this. Twitter now X at Prince_Echo2, right? So where did I keep that? Okay, so this is it. So we'll be seeing on X, this is it. So you have to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and feel free to join our our Telegram channel, or free Telegram channel, where I post out free signals and trade updates on anything. And also, if you have questions, feel free to send me messages on any of my social media handles, or do well to join my Telegram channel and send me a message on Telegram. I'll answer your question. And also, if you have any pair you want me to analyze, put it in this chat, in the comment section or in the chat box here, and I will read it. And trust me, I'm going to analyze your pairs. Regardless of the time you send it, I would analyze it for you. So I guess that's just that for that. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for staying to the end. Do well to have a very blissful week ahead. As you already know, Echo is active. Thank you.